Hi there, this is Ahmed Imran. I work with Creekside Marketing as a Google Ads specialist, and today I am just gonna share and explain how I use the Creekside Brain for my day-to-day tasks in research, in execution, and planning everything regarding Google Ads with Creekside. So first off, if there is any account or anything I want to know, for example, if I want to have some context of like the discussion that's been going on for any specific account, for example, give me context for. So once I do that, uh, Claude is going to go back into the database and look at all the conversations that we have had with this client and then come back with the report context and almost all pretty much all the information that I need so that it makes things easier for me. So while this is running here, let me quickly show one more use case of how I do and what I do with this Creekside brain using Claude. So I manage weekly reports for our internal usage. So like each week we look at the reports and then discuss the numbers and everything. And it used to consume a lot of my time, honestly, where we have had this report as you can see like for each week we have like our client list here and the KPIs, targets and like the budgets and everything here, right? And each week it would consume like an hour or something because I would have to go account by account and trying to figure out, okay, what's been done and what happened last week and everything. But things have been pretty easy after this Creekside Brain. Here I have a weekly report sheet here, and I simply, give it the numbers. So sometimes, at the end of the day, you just have to like verify because sometimes if I don't give it like a good prompt, it might show some uh, wrong numbers, but like n not the case like every time. It only happened me like I'm gonna be honest, it only happened to me for like once and twice. Apart from that, everything's perfect. So here, as you can see, all these numbers they were all edited and fetched by the Creekside Brain, and it actually went inside the Google Ads accounts for like each brand and then pulled out these numbers and then provided that to me. Apart from that, it really helps me in account onboarding and everything. First of all, in the planning stage and then in the execution stage. For example, like there's one account we are currently in planning and I gave, and it gets all the context from like every client call and everything. So the Creekside Brain has literally all the information that it needs, all the context. So it can go ahead and, write ad copies, assets, or landing page reviews, everything on its own, and they would be highly relevant. I would say the accuracy would be like 90%, and everything looks really good here, and we get all the strategy and everything, and that is tailored to what the client actually wants. So that's one more thing that it actually helps in getting these things planned out, and it can also help in executing some of these tasks as well. And apart from that, one more use case could be like your day-to-day tasks and items. Like you can have your project management tools, which we also do, and it is quite helpful and organized. But you can also do these sort of things with the Creekside Brain as well. For example, like if I come here and I ask like, "Hi, I'm Ahmed, Google Ads Specialist, as you're aware. Please tell me what are my action items for Google Ads this week. Please list from high priority to low priority." And then it is gonna look into like all the context, everything, all the chats I've had internally and externally with the clients, and then give me a list of things like I should be working on this week. So as you can see, it pulled up all the context and like the action items that I am supposed to do this week. If there are any tasks overdue, it is gonna tell me it has been overdue. So, things have been really easy. If I'm forgetting something, I would just go search it up on the Creekside Brain, and I would have all the context that I need. Along with it, I, as I mentioned, like my first prompt, like I wanted to have some context on this account, on this client, what's been happening. It literally pulled all the information, even the stats here, along with, what's been working, what's not working, and how everything's set up. Like I can spend my time like 3 to 5 minutes in here, and I would be 100% ready and have all the information, and I can make a conversation about this client, about this account, even if I would have like zero information 5 minutes before. So that's how powerful this Creekside Brain is. And I think if you apply it on your agency, it's going to be a big win.